Good evening, everyone. Today is day 15, my beginner guitar learning series. Uh, I've looked at the major scale in different positions and the different positions and patterns you can play it. How important is the major scale? That's basically the question. Why do you need to know the major scale? Why do you need to learn how to play the major scale? As a guitarist, when I started, I focused a little bit on chords, specifically on the open chords. But after some time, specifically when I got my lead, so I, how will I put it now? I came to understand that learning your skill and mastering it is extremely important, specifically for those that play lead. That I had to strengthen myself in that regard. So it's extremely important, specifically for those that are playing lead. Not that in lead you don't play chords and all that, you play chords, but basically most lead players focus more on skills, normal your major skills, so those Ionian and all that, name them. Your specifically your pentatonic skills, your pentatonic skills because of how easy it is also. So yeah, skills are extremely important because it helps you in terms of harmonizing your play. It helps also in terms of what was it called again? For soloing, yeah, it's basically the building blocks for if you're soloing on guitar. I'm trying there's a name, a word, technical term that I'm trying to remember. What was that term again? Okay, as we progress, I'll remember it as we progress. But it's extremely important for you to know your major skill. I'll give you an instance. Let's say, for instance, you have a song. I don't have a backing track here now, so probably I would have done that. But let's say, for instance, you have a song that is on Do Fa So. The chord progression is Do Fa So, and you want to solo as a beginner guitarist. How do you go about that? Remember, I talked about what was it called again? I talked about uh, I'm trying to remember the term. What was happening today now? I talked about triads. Yes, I talked about triads the other time. Though I haven't showed us any pattern, but I remember talking about triad. So triad is simply a chord. Chord is basically made up of three notes, and triads are made up of three notes. Unlike the open chords that have more than a note, it's just the same note repeating itself too. Just the same note repeating itself. But basically, triads you are restricting yourself to specifically three notes. So one of the building blocks for soloing is to use triads. Triads, break down your chords in triads. Okay, more sometimes some will call it chord tones. So it's a little bit different, but it's still within the same idea. Okay, so give us an instance. Let's say someone is playing a chord do fa so do fa so fa do fa so fa do, and you want to solo as a beginner guitarist. You can just when the do chord is playing, you can just play the three notes that makes up a do chord, which is the do mi so note. I mean A, the key of A. So do mi so is this. This is your do, the notes making up the do chord. Your fa is that's do, is la 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 la. For la you have so do. You have your A flat. You have your A flat. Then your F A. Let me remember again. This is the progression because it's if you in your major scale, the way you usually derive a chord is you pick the first letter, you skip the next, you pick the other, you skip the next, you pick the other. So for the F chord, let's say in the key of C now, for the F chord, you have your C, D, E, F, G, A. That's 6 notes. If you want to play your F chord now, you have to C, D. So you pick your F. After F, you skip G. you pick A, F, A, you have C, you skip C, you pick D. I hope I'm getting that right here. So more like Falari, that's the key of C. So that's your fa chord. But usually it is A flat. So the A is A flat, not the normal La. What was it called now in the chromatic scale? I'm trying to remember. Is it C? It's called C, I think so. Is it C or it's called C, SI? Okay, so then let me just be showing you the pattern. So back to the do again. Once the do chord is playing, after that, once the fa chord is playing, you can just repeat it in any pattern of your choice. Then once the saw chord is playing, you can come somewhere here. This your saw, your normal saw, that's G in key of C, but I'm in key of A. So you just play that. You can also take it reverse motion. You still give it because the chord note is basically there. That's the chord note is what made up that chord. So going back, let's say on the key of that same key of A, that's the A chord, the do chord is being played. What do? You just be playing those notes. Do, this is do. That's just basic soloing foundation. That's to tell you how important it is. You see that these notes that these triad that I just used is within the major scale. That's to tell you how important your major scale is. So there are other reasons for improvisation. You want to improvise, it is the scale you need. Just name them. So it's extremely important you learn your major scale. It will help to grow your craft and make you a better guitarist. It's even primary, it's basic, it's something you need. Okay, thank you very much. See you tomorrow.